there is such a thing called Mishkan. How do we call Mishkan? Tabernacle. And there is such a thing called Mizbeach. How do we call Mizbeach? Altar. Tabernacle is a tent inside small removable Beit HaMikdash. Movable Beit HaMikdash. Portable, sorry. Portable Beit HaMikdash. That is tabernacle. And there's such a thing called altar, that you bring sacrifices on it. Altar helps people to get closer to Hashem, to get purified from all the sins that they did. Now, what happened is, Vanesiim Eviu, and Torah says, in Shemot, chapter 35, Pasuk 27, and the presidents brought their gifts, and they brought it right away. When people were giving donations for tabernacle, they came last. But when people bringing donations for the altar, they came first. Why for tabernacle you came last? Why for altar you come first? Question goes on, presidents. The zechut of Zera Shimshon should be over us, and every one of us should have all what his heart desires. Amen. Amar Rabbi Natan. Rabbi Natan said, by the way, before I start shiur, I want to let you know I'm sorry, very sorry, but next week's shiur will be on Thursday. Why? Because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there's going to be 3 weddings. Wow. Two out of 3 weddings will be people that people prayed for them by Buffalo. One Kala will be there, who was in Buffalo, and she's going to be Kala, a wedding number 10.
All in 1 year?
Many more coming up. Many
Less
more
than a
coming
year.
Wow.
Less than a year.
Less than a year.
One a month.
June.
Right? June.
Yeah. Her sister went to pray for her. On Monday it's going to be, that's the couple 11 was. Couple 11 is, her sister went to pray for her and she's getting married. And second is, on Tuesday, wedding will be on the Kala herself, who was with us by Buffalo to pray. So, my sister's daughter. Thank you. Thank you. And Be'ezrat Hashem, the shiur will be next week on Thursday.
Same time?
Okay, same time, everything same. Just shiur will be on Thursday, Be'ezrat Hashem. I'm letting you know. Next week shiur will be on Thursday. Oh, it's Ephraim's sister. He's sitting quiet.
On the papers.
Officially?
Okay. Your jokes are good, but in wrong time. In the proper time, you know. When we asked you,
His timing is over, Rabbi.
it didn't work. Okay, Be'ezrat Hashem.
On the paper.
Let's go. Let's go, guys. Those who share the shurim, weddings should be in their houses. Amen.
Amen.
Amar Rabbi Natan. Letter hey. Rabbi Natan said, "Mara unesim leitnadev b'chanukat hamizbech techila." What did the president see to give on the altar, on the inauguration of the altar? Right away they come first. Oh, I want to give donation. Excuse me. Why for tabernacle you were late? When they were giving for the tabernacle, they came late. Ela amru, what they said? Itnadu tzibur, mashe itnadu. Let the community give whatever they can give, and then in the end, whatever remained, we'll cover the balance. Mashe chaser, anu mashlemin oto. Kiven sheshlimu tzibur akol. So what happened is, they thought Jewish nation will come, they'll give only 75%, 25% the president will give. But it didn't happen that way. Jewish nation, when they do mitzvah, they finish it. They came and they gave all the donations. Presidents have no space to give something. So they said, now we learned our lessons. For the tabernacle, for the altar, we'll be there first. So what did they bring? They said they couldn't give no donation. They just brought their expensive stones, if you remember. What came by month. Why they gave expensive stones? Because all the donations were given. So they had to give something that nobody gave. Hashem was upset at them. Hashem said, since you had mitzvah to do and you postponed the mitzvah, I'll take one letter away from you. Nesi'im, how do you spell Nesi'im? Nun, Sin, Yud, Aleph, Mem, Safid. How from now it happened? Nun, Samech, Aleph, Nun, Sin, Aleph, Mem, Safid. No Yud. I understand Hashem, you want to take a letter, we take letter Nun. Why are you taking letter Yud? Okay. One more time. Kivin sheishlimu tzibor hakol hevione hashoham ufi shenitatzlu mitchila nedra od mishmam v'hanesiim ketiv nesiim written how without you. Hashem took letter Yud away. Adkan. This until here midrash means. Yesh ledagdeg. Zera Shimshon says 1 second. Let's analyze what's going on here. Tama mai ne'eneshu be'onesh zeh. What's the reason that they got punished? Hashem to take letter Yud away from them. Umamida keneged mida ika. Where do you see measure for measure? They came late, takes letter Yud away. וידוע מה כתב עליו ז"ל. I think it talks about Arizal. שבנתינת הצדקה, when a person gives tzedakah, יש לו לאדם לכוון. פשוט שותף כוונה. והיה מעשה הצדקה שלום. When you do tzedakah, you have to have kavana, not kavana. I'm making a mitzvah and the poor guy should take. Why? Because until you make a proper kavana, the poor guy will die without food. You have to do the mitzvah right away. But your kavana should be, I want to do the mitzvah completely. I want to complete my mitzvah. So what is he trying to say? Ma'aseh tzedakah shalom. The mitzvah should be done completely. והפירוטה שהוא נותן לעני הוא רמז ליוד שבשם. That is not here. When you have a coin that you want to give to a poor guy, it symbolizes letter Yud of Hashem's name. Letter Yud of Hashem's name symbolizes that coin that you want to give to a poor. How do you give? Let's play it out. I'm going with my hand into my pocket, taking out the quarter. I'm holding it with my 5 fingers, right? 5 is letter Hey. I got Yud coin, 5 fingers Hey, Yud K. Then I extend my hand, it's letter Vav. And then I give to his 5 fingers Hey. Me giving to the hand of the poor guy, I make Yud K Vav K. Right?
We read that in the morning, no?
Huh?
We read that in the morning when they put money into the thing.
Why was David? Could be. So it says, Arizal says, when you give a coin to a poor guy, you have to have concentration to complete Hashem's name. Coin is letter Yud, your fingers Hey, Yud K. Then you extend your hand Vav, and then you put in his 5 fingers Hey, Yud K, Vav K. You complete Hashem's name. Which letter Hashem took away from them?
Yud.
Letter Yud. What symbolizes? Not the hand, not the fingers, what? Coin. Hashem said, you didn't bring it on time, I'm taking away coin from you. Letter Yud. Let's go further. והפירוטה שהוא נותן לעני הוא רמז ליוד שבשם וכולי. וכאן שהם לא הביאו צדקתם, since here the presidents did not bring their tzedakah, ונדבתם להשם, נדרה עוד יוד משמם. Hashem said, you didn't give your donation on time, I'm taking away the yud from you. ועוד, בדרך אחר אמרו בזוהר, and also in other versions, says in Zohar, כי המשכן הוא רמז לעולם הזה ולעולם הבא. The tabernacle is a hint for upper world and the lower world. והם שלא הביאו נדבתם,
You mean hint? You mean like a taste?
What?
What do you mean by hint? The tabernacle is a hint of Olam Haba? It's like a little piece.
If Hashem brings Shekhinah down into the tabernacle, it means Hashem went into the Beit HaMikdash of the upper world as well. You know there's 2 Beit HaMikdash. One down here, one up there. So the whole thing with the tabernacle has to be with creation of the world. You have to prepare things for 6 days, 7 days you rest, nobody gives donation, nobody do nothing. Creation of the world, Hashem created 6 days, 7 days Hashem rested, right? And all the parts in the creation of the world is similar to creation of tabernacle. And it's similar to the creation of person. Heart is like this and the brain is like this, you understand? Mm-hmm. So when Mishkan is complete, the world is complete. And Mishkan is a hint of Olam Hazeh and Olam Haba. It's connection between the two worlds. If person brings Korban here, it is if he brought Korban there, and it cleanses Averot. Understand? The connection between upper and lower world is that. Why it happened like that? Why it happened like that? Before, thank you. Before, Hashem was everywhere.
Shekhinah was everywhere.
Shekhinah was everywhere. I said to Hashem before, let's say Avram Avinu's time, Hashem, I want you to be in my house. Hashem comes down, what do you want? I want to build over here an altar and bring a sheep over there, sacrifice. And Hashem came, I see Shekhinah goes down, takes sacrifice and goes away. After Golden Cave, Hashem said, no more. Make one designated place for me, I'm going to come there. They build an altar, a tabernacle.
So we have to come.
And then Hashem said, when you come to Beit HaMikdash, this place will be, do everything there. Once we build Beit HaMikdash, no one is allowed to have altar in his house.
Secondary.
Nothing. You bring it, consider Avodah Zarah.
So people used to drive from downtown, uptown.
Drive.
I mean,
People used to come from all over the world, Pesach, Shavuot, Sukkot, to bring. Why do you think they gave 2 weeks? Gemara Ta'anit says, why they gave 2 weeks for people to not mention about rain? Because people traveling back home by camels. How are you going to start praying for rain if your friend is walking in the middle of the street over there, stuck in the desert? So you have to wait till 7th of Cheshvan, and then they start praying for rain. Why? Because the last guy in Egypt or in Baghdad got to his house.
So where's Shekhinah now?
Shekhinah is everywhere, but the Shekhinah with the that we're talking about is in Kotel Ma'aravi. It says like this: Kedusha Rishona, Kedusha leSha'ata, Kedusha le'atid lavo. The first Kedusha that remains there, it stays forever and will be remaining forever. Some say there's a Shekhinah more. Gaon Mevilna says more Shekhinah presence in Rachel Imenu's kever than in Kotel Ma'aravi. But majority rabbis say no. Most Shekhinah is in the Kotel Ma'aravi than by Rachel Imenu. This is the
not by Esther.
There's Shekhinah there also, but it's not the same. Israel.
Not Israel, Esther. Iran.
Persia,
You said, yeah. Once you're in Israel.
Israel is in Israel.
Why Israel? Because of Israel.
Israel is holy land.
Why they say that about Rachel Imenu?
Do you know, years ago, hundreds of years ago, people would come to Israel, they would go straight to Tzfat first.
Yeah.
They would say, city of Kabbalists. Hashem got upset.
A reason?
He made big earthquake. A lot of people died. A lot of graves went under the ground. It was big. Hashem got really upset at that. Why? First you come to Israel, you visit Kotel Ma'aravi.
Oh yeah?
Yes. Why? That's the place of Shekhinah. The Beit HaMikdash. Then you go to wherever you want to go to.
But Tzfat I heard was more higher.
Higher now?
I'm showing you again. I'm explaining again that Yerushalayim is more. Tzfat in Torah was strong, Kabbalah is not, but Yerushalayim is more. Let's go further. כי המשכן הוא רמז לעולם הזה ולעולם הבא. משכן is the hint for עולם הזה and עולם הבא. והם שלא הביאו נדבתם תחילה למלאכת המשכן, חטאו ביוד וה'. When they did not bring to the tabernacle donation right away, they sinned for Yud and Hey. וקיים אלן, and we learned, כדי רשעה אחד אתה מחייבו, ויהיה אתה מחייבו משום שתי רשעיות. When person did 2 sins, according to the Torah, you can punish him with 2 different things. You have to punish only one. So since you have to punish one, על כן, נידונו בחמורה שנעדלה יוד, שהוא רמז לעולם הבא, שהיא החמורה. So 1 second. עולם הבא is letter what? Yud or Hey?
Hey.
Huh?
Hey.
Brothers,
You? Hey.
why are you sleeping? I need to be sleeping. Olam Haba is what letter? Yud or Hey? What's the smallest letter in the Torah? Yud. Olam Haba is always the smallest letter in the Torah. Why? Very little people go there.
So that's where they took away the youth.
Very little people can get there. It's letter Yud. Tiny. Small place. Narrow area. Narrow streets over there. Not anybody can go there. Okay? Letter Hey is this world. Why letter Hey is this world? Because Hashem made this world with teshuvah. You fall, Hashem says you come back, there's another gate, the door is open, come anytime, you could open, you could come, make teshuvah, you know. So now, they didn't bring teshuvah to the Gaon time, presidents.
Well, they took away the old.
Hashem said, I'm punishing you from two things, Yud and Hey. But I cannot give you two punishments, you have to give only one. So what Hashem gave only took away the Yud. So what is that? Hashem took Yud away to show them that they are kind of disconnected from Olam Haba. Make sense?
So
Inami, he says that's my first explanation. If you want a second explanation, I'll give you. Shekol Israel haviu mamona, the hainu mamona olam hazeh. Each Jew, all the Jews, they brought their money. Money is what? It's object of this world or object of that world? This world. La'asod ha'mishkan shehu siman la'olam haba. No, look at this. People brought money, object of this world. To build Mishkan, object of that world. Aha, 1 second. Omnam anesim heviu et avnei hashoham. But what the Nefisim brought? They brought the rocks. Sheba'u lahem derech nes. 1 second. How did they get these rocks? Did they work hard for it? They were cleaning the... Oh yeah? Where did they work for this? Huh? From where? Man. When man came down,
Oh, he was in it already.
he was on top of the man.
okay.
They didn't work hard. People brought donations, 35 cents donation. They worked hard for it. They were plowing the land. They worked and they got some. Okay, Hashem said this $100,000 stone and this 35 cents donation. 35 is more to me. Why? He worked hard for that. Then he didn't work hard for it. It just came from Shammai. He didn't do nothing.
Rabbi,
Ah.
what if that person was wicked? I remember you told us if a person was wicked, their mana would go like way farther. You know, like it would be in the field. It would make people not want to be wicked because it would embarrass them. You know, they would go look for their mana. They couldn't find it. So if they were trying to find mana and there was a stone on top of it, you know, and they would give that stone, wouldn't they work hard looking for the mana?
Very good. You're talking about regular people. We're talking about the only 12 people, 12 presidents. They were really in the beginning tzaddikim. They were tzaddikim in the beginning. Yeah, in the beginning.
So this is the equivalent of giving to the today.
But you see, Hashem is so nice, so merciful. He doesn't give people food while they have sin on their head. So when a person is embarrassed to walk around and look for his mom, the embarrassment that he got for the sinning, the embarrassment itself cleans the sin. So if person sins and he gets embarrassed, Hashem forgives his sin right away. You understand? Let's say somebody did something weird and he got embarrassed for that. Hashem says, I forgive you. There was a guy who didn't keep Shabbat. He made shopping on Shabbat. Suddenly, a few people from the shul came out and they saw him. They said, Shabbat Shalom. He said, Shabbat Shalom. That was his embarrassment. Since then he started coming to shul. I know the guy who was playing around in his life. You know, he's a whatever player. So he plays around a lot with Shabbatot. Shabbat yes, Shabbat no. Suddenly he comes to shul. He sees a one man coming in with his son, Brit Milah. And he said, there's a joke. Chai, Sandak Hamambatain, give me the Sandak. He says, if you promise me you're going to keep Shabbat the way it's supposed to be, I'll give it to you. He says, that moment, my heart like boom. I said, shame on you, you don't keep Shabbat. I said to myself. He said, you know what he said to him? He said, I promise you, from today, I'll keep Shabbat 100%. He said, you will? Yeah. Sit down.
No, are they related?
Not at all.
What?
Not at all.
I think I know the guy too.
Bukharian?
Yes.
Very famous too.
I would never.
I would say his name if it wouldn't be for camera. You all know him. He used to come and pray here many times. He has beautiful
Where is he
voice.
now?
Huh?
Now I keep Shabbat.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Does he have kids?
He said, as soon as I sat down on the chair of Sandak, I was so embarrassed for myself that I didn't keep Shabbat properly. And I said to myself, never again. I'm going to take Sandak. Never again I'm going to play with the
Why would that
Shabbat.
guy do that?
Huh?
Why would he give it away?
What do you mean? The guy start keeping Shabbat. His kids, his grandkids, his family, his neighbors.
You just say.
If person comes to you and tells you, give me Sandak, and I'll become Jose Bichua, you wouldn't give him?
No, I'm sorry, I would not.
So you thinking about yourself also?
You never know.
I would not give it.
Rabbi,
I'm barely agreeing to give it to my father-in-law. You think I'm going to give it to some guy who's not... This guy, his whole life didn't keep Shabbat, and now I'm going to give him Sandak?
Maybe you didn't keep it.
What are you talking about?
Okay, whatever, guys.
This
A
guy.
person who becomes Jose Bichua, according to some opinions in the Gemara, is his place is bigger than any other rabbi in the world. Why? Because he tasted the deep taste of the sin and he came
Come back
back.
is very hard.
Yeah.
They
To
came
make
back.
that left turn, I mean right there.
They came back.
And plus, it's an investment. He starts keeping Shabbat again.
Okay,
Rabbi, aren't you supposed to look at a person's character traits before giving him Sandak and Sandak Rishon? Like if a guy... I'm sorry, I'm disturbing the class for this.
oh you do.
Yeah, Rabbi John.
I'm
He was
joking.
talking about Kochaz.
The moel for
The
Sandak,
point
Sandak
is,
Rishon.
the point is, the
Because
point is.
I know somebody. I'm sorry to drop. I know somebody who his character is very hard. Like how do you say character in English?
Character traits.
Character traits.
Behavior.
It's very hard to live with the guy. And I know somebody who's his sandak, and now we're looking 30 years ahead, or 20 years, or 15 years ahead, and this guy is doing the same thing to his wife, what that guy used to do to his wife.
You know the truth is, it is all that whatever you try to program into your head is not true.
No.
The whole sandak is not one-time thing. One time person holding his sons or somebody's legs 30 minutes, it's not that thing. The main sandak is a person who's guiding the kid. So he should be sandak for life. He shouldn't do znut. He shouldn't go bad ways. He shouldn't watch bad things.
His parents don't know.
This is father, mother, rabbi, this, that. It's not only one time thing. I know 100 people who are not Shomer Shabbat. Who was previous generation Shomer Shabbat took sandak in Dasha? Nobody. And in America, a lot of rabbis came out from those people. How?
Because
How?
over there, people were Jewish purely sold. Like here, I'm sorry to say, a lot of people are Jewish, but it's all fake. It's all for show. Over there, they could not be Jewish openly because they would be arrested. They would be in jail for that. But deep inside, their heart, what?
My friend.
What? Gavash Ros, 100% Gavash Ros. Dina Mazan, you're gonna tell me it's 100%. Tell me I'm wrong. Over there,
Sometimes,
if they would be Jewish
Some-
openly, would they be arrested?
I'll
Yes.
tell you one thing. I'll tell you.
But in their house, they kept kosher.
According
they
to,
kept midah to the best of their ability.
I understood you. According to your words, you think sandak decides the future of the child.
No,
It's not true.
no, that's
But-
not what I said.
But what I'm trying to tell you is, during the war, I know a lot of people. They snitched on each other.
What do you mean switch?
Snitched.
Snitch.
He said his son didn't go to war. He's hiding in a basement. Why should my son go? And they went and they gave them over. And they found families with 4, 5, 6 children. And they all went. Some of them returned. Some of them did not return.
Yes, I'm come back.
And what do you want to say? This person is tzaddik? I know that person took sandak, and
No.
that sandak became big rabbi. What are you going to say on that? So sandak is
They're
good
big
thing.
rabbis who are also snitches, Rabbi. Why are you guys laughing? It's true. What's it to laugh
I
about?
mean, if it's not true, tell me.
Okay. Questions are very
Crying
good.
about. There was a rabbi. Whatever.
People in the shul. Okay. Let's continue Zera Shimshon. The bottom line is, it's good to have good sandak, but if not, your father tells you to give it to me. Second child, your father wants you to give it to me. I'm sorry. You have to do. Why?
You must give to your father.
Why? Because of these people you are in this world. Where is Derech Eretz?
But if he says no,
Where is Derech Eretz? Who says?
no,
Your father says no, it's fine.
You off the hook.
you're off the hook.
What if you give it to your father and your father says, I want to give it to my brother? Or I want to give it to my
father.
my friend.
That's his choice.
Yeah, you already gave it.
But he lost his, turn.
But you don't want to give it to that person. Your father says, I'm giving
What do
mine
you do
to
in
this
that
person.
case?
Can you do
When you
that?
give it to your father,
Do you listen to your father at that point, or do you make your own decision after that? After
I
he says
would-
no.
I would, night before,
Anymore.
go with my father to the mikveh. Huh, what? What happened?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Somebody's bothering you? What, for the questions?
Yes, yes. One.
But the point is, you go, you make sure you go with your father to the mikveh and say, Abba, please, I want you to get it. Don't give it to anybody else. Please. Because I want my son to have your character traits. You're like this, like this, like this, and that person doesn't have. I want my son to go after you. I would make some jokes, but I'm not going to take your time. Let's go further. Let's go. וכדי שלא תאמר שנדבתם גדולה מנדבת ישראל. One second. אמנם הנשיאים הביאו את עוני השוהם שבאו להם דרך נס. But the presidents brought rocks that they got from the miracles. By the miracle they got it. והיינו כמו ממון של העולם הבא. They really got stones, right? Stone is nothing from here. It came with a man. So it's like present, it's like money of עולם הבא. וכדי שלא תאמר שנדבתם גדולה מנדבת ישראל, in order, and that we shouldn't say that their donation was bigger than Jewish nation's donation. Therefore Hashem took Yud away from them. Don't think that they got easy way and see donation is a higher amount, their donation is more quality than other people's donation. It's wrong. Jewish nation's donation is better than that donation. Why? Because they worked hard for that. Therefore Hashem took Yud away from them. Hashem said they got easy way out, they don't have zechut on this. They did not bring nothing from their money. It's from Shamayim came and they gave it. And Yud is the hint to Olam Haba, that Olam Haba was created with the letter Yud. And this is what we found in the book Otiyot Rabbi Akiva. And Yud Ela Yad. Letter Yud stands for hand. And Yad Ela Mana. And Yad means what? Money. Shenemar. Vaterev Masad Binyamin Mimasot Kulam Chamesh Yadot. And load of Binyamin was more than other brothers when Yosef gave 5 hands. What means 5 hands? 5 times value. Hand means value of money. Ufi shehem lo heviu mana lenidvat hamishkan ne'edra yud ve'en yud elayad. Since they didn't bring on time their donation, Hashem said, as if you don't have a hand. Why? Hand means money. You didn't bring your money on time, you don't have a hand. Scary stuff. What is that teaching us? What is that teaching us? The main thing, what person is mitzvah to do it on time.
Yeah.
Purim passed. You know you had arguments with some people throughout the year. Don't wait. He gives me a gift, then I'm going to give him a gift. No. Hashem said, do you have a hand? Yes. Give him first. Why? You make peace. Purim is to make peace. To bring people closer. Do you know, I'll tell you, the worst thing I realized about Corona, it made people far away. It made people scared to be with people.
Yeah.
So sad.
It's a big problem, guys.
America was looking forward to it.
I'll tell you one thing. The worst thing how we lose Jewish people is this way. The worst thing how people lose Jewish people. Why? When do we stay Jewish? When we go to Shiurim, we have connection with the rabbis, we have connection with Shiurim, we have connection with Torah, we have Tefillin, Minyan. Shul. What they did, they can't go anywhere. That's all. That's the worst Holocaust. The worst. Now what our job is? Bring people closer. Don't start to say Shiurim, sorry, listen to this Shiurim, good to go. No. Come. One more time. I want to say thank you to all of you. You came to the wedding, supported us. You know, you have no idea. We broke the rule of Corona. We destroyed Corona. He said, you want us to be separated from people. We got all together. And the happiness was, I don't know, I felt Shekhinah there. I don't know what you felt. But it was amazing. How do you know there's Shekhinah there? For life, you should know. You wear tefillin, something sticks out. What? Remember golden care. You do something good. So after the wedding was over, somebody had a little bit tire problem. I said, that's a sign Shekhinah is here.
Why got pulled over?
Huh? He got pulled over. Guys, he got pulled
way.
over.
Everything okay?
And it was a little bit lachaim, you know. And police didn't say nothing, you should let him go. Mina Shammai. Thank you. Should I tell you what happened to my brother?
Which one?
And I'll finish with it. Rabbi Dedi. He was sitting in the chuppah. After chuppah, everybody went inside the room and he got phone call. One lady crying, I'm sorry, my mom is went to coma in the Jamaica hospital, this and that. So my brother, he has all the big doctors in the hospital's numbers. So he called that doctor, he found her, he said, listen, I have to go tomorrow morning and pray for her, you know, they say she has like a few hours left. Possible, can I come at 8:30 in the morning? He said, yeah, come. He comes at 8:30, they don't let him in. Suddenly he makes 3 way, the doctor said, let him in, this, that. So my brother goes inside, but that night, he said to the families, and I just came out from Chuppah, I'll give you bracha, and then Shekhinah, Hashem should give you the fuah shlema to your mother. So my brother goes in and start praying. Like 5-10 minutes later, he says, okay, so now the time came to say Shema Yisrael. Mrs. Miriam, let's say Shema Yisrael together. And suddenly one lady said, screamed. My brother ran out of the room, shaking. He said, wow, Machaya Betim, dead person became alive. Suddenly, that lady took the thing from the nose and said, Rabbi, I saved my life, they want to kill me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Baruch Hashem, she's doing much better.
Wow.
She's doing much better. She's fine. Yes,
He
he said, this time, Badalam Larzi, this is. He says, my body shake. Hashem should give her a full shlema. Should be always happy news. Nobody should get sick ever again. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen.